Hello everyone and welcome back to UFO Evidence. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, are we really alone? For centuries, humanity has been fascinated by this question, telling stories of strange lights and mysterious visitors from other worlds. But what if those stories were more than just fiction? What if there's actual proof? Today, we're embarking on a journey into the unknown, exploring some of the most compelling and controversial UFO encounters ever recorded on camera. We're talking about footage that has baffled experts, sparked government investigations, and made believers out of skeptics. From military pilots to ordinary citizens, people all over the world have captured things they simply can't explain. So, grab your popcorn, turn down the lights, and prepare to have your perception of reality challenged. We're counting down the most incredible UFO sightings caught on tape. Let's start with a classic that many of you might recognize, the Phoenix Lights. On the night of March 13, 1997, thousands of people across Arizona witnessed a series of massive V-shaped objects silently gliding across the sky. This wasn't just a fleeting glimpse. The event lasted for hours and was seen by people across a 300-mile corridor. What makes this case so astounding is the sheer number of witnesses and the volume of photographic and video evidence. The footage shows a distinct formation of lights moving in perfect unison, unlike any known aircraft. The government's official explanation was that the lights were simply military flares. However, many witnesses, including the former Arizona governor, Fife Symington, dismissed this explanation. He later publicly stated he saw the object himself, and it was definitely not flares. The videos show an object of immense size, far larger than any conventional plane, moving with an eerie silence. It remains one of the most widely witnessed and well-documented mass UFO sightings in history. Next up, we have the Tic Tac UFO incident from 2004. This footage was declassified and released by the Pentagon itself, which is what makes it so mind-blowing. Filmed by U.S. Navy fighter pilots off the coast of San Diego, the infrared video shows a small, white oval-shaped object nicknamed the Tic Tac, moving in ways that defy our understanding of physics. Commander David Fravor, one of the pilots who encountered the object, described it as having no wings, no rotors, and no visible propulsion system. In the footage, you can see it making instantaneous accelerations and direction changes that would be impossible for any known human technology. It drops from an altitude of 28,000 feet to sea level in less than a second. Think about that. The G-forces would be astronomical. This isn't just grainy backyard footage. This is high-resolution video from advanced military sensors, corroborated by multiple trained pilots and radar data. The encounter has been extensively analyzed, and to this day there is no conventional explanation for what these Navy pilots saw and recorded. Let's travel to Belgium for our next case. Between 1989 and 1990, a wave of UFO sightings occurred over the country. Thousands of people, including military personnel and police officers, reported seeing large, silent, triangular-shaped craft with bright lights at each corner and a central red light. One of the most famous pieces of evidence from the Belgian UFO wave is the Petit Rachin photograph. Taken in April 1990, it shows a clear triangular object against the night sky. For years, this photo was considered one of the best UFO pictures ever taken. Belgian military jets were even scrambled to intercept these objects, and their radar locked onto targets that performed maneuvers no earthly aircraft could replicate, like descending thousands of feet in seconds. While the photographer of the famous image later admitted it was a hoax he created with a styrofoam model, that doesn't discredit the hundreds of other credible eyewitness accounts and the official radar data from the Belgian Air Force. The sheer consistency of the reports from unrelated witnesses makes this a truly fascinating case. Now let's head to Chile, where in 2014 the Chilean Navy captured something extraordinary. During a routine coastal patrol, a Navy helicopter filmed an unknown object for over 9 minutes using a sophisticated infrared camera. The footage shows an object flying at a similar altitude and speed to the helicopter. What's baffling is that the object is seen venting some kind of gas or liquid. The Navy pilots couldn't identify it, and ground radar couldn't pick it up. Air traffic control confirmed there were no other reported aircraft, civilian or military, in the area. The Chilean government's official UFO investigation agency, the CEFAA, studied this case for 2 years. They consulted with top experts in various fields, and after all that analysis, they concluded that it was a genuine, unidentified aerial phenomenon. They ruled out a weather balloon, a drone, and even space debris. It remains a complete mystery, captured in stunning detail by a military source. Another piece of footage that has everyone talking is the gimbal video, also released by the Pentagon. Filmed in 2015 by a U.S. Navy jet, the video shows a strange, saucer-like object flying against strong winds over the ocean. In the audio, you can hear the pilots expressing their shock and confusion. One exclaims, "Look at that thing, dude. It's rotating." The object appears to rotate on its axis, which is why it was nicknamed gimbal. What's so intriguing is not just its unusual shape and movement, but also the fact that there was a whole fleet of these objects detected on radar. The pilot in the recording mentions, "There's a whole fleet of them." This implies a coordinated group of unknown craft operating in a restricted military training area. Like the Tic Tac video, the gimbal incident involves advanced sensor data and multiple professional witnesses, making it incredibly difficult to dismiss as a simple misidentification. Let's not forget the citizen reports. While military footage is compelling, some of the most intriguing videos come from everyday people. Take the O'Hare Airport sighting in 2006. Several United Airlines employees, including pilots and ground crew, witnessed a dark gray metallic-looking disc hovering over a gate at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport. They watched it for several minutes before it suddenly shot straight up into the clouds at an incredible speed, leaving a perfect circular hole in the cloud cover. Although no video footage of the object itself has surfaced, the sheer number of credible witnesses from the aviation industry makes this a landmark case. Unfortunately, the FAA initially dismissed the report, but the witnesses have stood by their stories. It makes you wonder how many similar events go unreported or are quietly dismissed by officials. Going back to 2011, we have the Jerusalem Dome of the Rock incident. Multiple videos, filmed from different angles by different people, surfaced online showing a glowing orb descending over the sacred site. In the videos, the orb hovers for a moment before a bright flash of light occurs, and then it shoots upwards into the night sky at an impossible speed. The multiple viewpoints make it a compelling case, seemingly ruling out a single-source hoax. However, this one is highly debated. Skeptics have pointed out inconsistencies between the videos and have suggested it could be a clever viral marketing campaign or a sophisticated CGI project. But the people who were there insist they saw it with their own eyes. The event sparked a global debate, and whether it's real or an elaborate fake, the footage is undeniably captivating and a significant part of modern UFO lore. Finally, we have to talk about the Go Fast video, the third in the trio of Pentagon-released clips. Also filmed in 2015, this video shows a small, fast-moving object zipping just above the surface of the water. The pilots are audibly amazed by its speed. What's mind-boggling about this object is that it appears to have no heat signature and is moving at a low altitude at incredible velocity, seemingly defying the laws of aerodynamics. The data on the screen shows its speed and altitude, providing context to what the pilots are seeing. These three videos, Tic Tac, Gimbal, and Go Fast, represent a paradigm shift. They are official, acknowledged evidence from one of the most powerful governments in the world, confirming that their best pilots, equipped with the most advanced technology, are encountering objects they cannot identify. So, what are we to make of all this? From the mass sighting in Phoenix to the advanced military encounters, the evidence is mounting. We have moved from blurry photos and anecdotal stories to high-definition military footage and testimony from trained observers. These are not just lights in the sky. They are structured craft performing maneuvers that are, by our current understanding, impossible. While skepticism is healthy, and we should always question what we see, it's becoming increasingly difficult to dismiss all of this evidence as weather phenomena, drones, or simple mistakes. The question is no longer do UFOs exist, but what are they? Are they secret military projects from another country? Are they natural phenomena we don't yet understand? Or are they something else entirely? Something not from this world? The mystery remains. But with each new piece of footage, we get one step closer to the truth. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into some of the most incredible UFO encounters ever recorded. What do you think? Which case do you find most compelling? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to explore more unexplained mysteries, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to UFO Evidence, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay curious, keep looking up, and we'll see you in the next video.